Published 1838 EDT, the 31st of July 2017. Updated 2005 EDT, the 31st of July 2017. J.K. Rowling has apologized to the family of a disabled boy after she hit out at President Donald Trump on Twitter for falsely accusing him of refusing to shake the boy's hand. The author's apology came after her tweets were called out by Piers Morgan. However, she has still refused to apologize to Trump for her accusations. My tweets about the small boy in a wheelchair whose proffered hand the president appeared to ignore in press footage. Multiple sources have informed me that was not a full or accurate representation of their interaction, Rowling tweeted just after 2 p.m. on Monday. I very clearly projected my own sensitivities around the issue of disabled people being overlooked or ignored onto the images I saw, and if that caused any distress to that boy or his family, I apologize unreservedly. These tweets will remain, but I will delete the previous ones on the subject. Rowling's original tweets called out the 71-year-old Republican president who appeared to avoid shaking the hand of a wheelchair-bound boy in an edited video on Twitter. When a longer video clip of the encounter was released, it turned out that Trump had not snubbed the young boy and instead had welcomed him first in the room. Morgan then called out the British author on Twitter and in his dailymail.com column on Monday for her false claims before she finally apologized to the family. Scroll down for video. J.K. Rowling apologized to the family of a disabled boy on Monday afternoon, one day after she hit out at President Donald Trump for his apparent refusal to shake the boy's hand. However, she has still refused to apologize to Trump for her accusations. In his column, the British journalist called out Rowling for her hatred of Trump, saying she loathes him with a raw, visceral fury. Barely an hour goes by without Ms. Rowling publicly attacking, mocking, sneering at and generally abusing Trump, he wrote. Of course, that is entirely her prerogative and she is far from alone in this regard. However, Morgan wrote that her tweets turned out to be lies, which she hadn't apologized for or corrected at the time. He said she would rather continue using a 3-year-old disabled boy to falsely smear Donald Trump, such as her blind hatred for the man. He continued by doing so, she is telling her millions of young impressionable Potter fans that it's absolutely fine to lie and never correct or apologize for a lie, after spending the past 2 years telling them that Trump is disgusting because he lies and never corrects or apologizes for his lies. This makes her a shameful, disgraceful hypocrite. Nobody should believe a word this self-appointed high priestess of honesty ever says again, about anything. Piers Morgan called out J.K. Rowling after she hit out at President Donald Trump in a series of tweets where she blasted the president after seeing an edited video that attempts to show Trump refusing to shake the hand of a disabled boy, but in the real, unedited clips shared by the White House, Trump is seen greeting the little boy above before starting a press conference on Obamacare. The edited video clip sent Rowling on a Twitter rant where she alleged that the president avoided the little boy pictured right. Trump had met with a group of victims of Obamacare on July 24 before he gave a press conference about healthcare reform. The victims stood behind the president on stage as he gave his speech. An edited video seemingly shows Trump taking the stage and avoiding shaking the hand of a wheelchair-bound boy. That video has since been deleted from Twitter. That clip sent Rowling on a Twitter rant about the stunning moment where she alleged that the president avoided the little boy. Trump imitated a disabled reporter, she tweeted to her 11 million followers. Now he pretends not to see a child in a wheelchair, as though frightened he might catch his condition. Unless related to him by ties of blood, and therefore his creations are treated with contempt, because they do not resemble Trump, she continued. The 51-year-old stated that her mother used a wheelchair before adding, so yes, that clip of Trump looking deliberately over a disabled child's head, ignoring his outstretched hand, has touched me on the raw. That man occupies the most powerful office in the free world and his daily outrages against civilized sick norms are having a corrosive effect. How stunning, and how horrible, that Trump cannot bring himself to shake the hand of a small boy who only wanted to touch the president, Rowling concluded. The footage Rowling retweeted appeared to show Trump ignoring the child, but Morgan found the actual, unedited video that shows Trump greeting the child first. The 52-year-old journalist and host of Good Morning Britain took to Twitter to call Rowling out for failing to apologize for her tweets, which were based on incorrect information. So at JK_Rowling's been back on Twitter but neither deleted, nor apologized for this disgraceful lie. Her Trump loathing knows no honesty, Morgan tweeted. The 52-year-old British journalist and host of Good Morning Britain even tweeted Rowling the photos of Trump greeting the little boy. He asked, why won't she apologize? He later tweeted that Rowling has been active on Twitter but neither deleted, nor apologized for this disgraceful lie. Her Trump loathing knows no honesty, he added. J.K. Rowling, in 8 tweets, raged that Trump snubbed a disabled boy. This is Trump greeting that boy. Why won't she delete and apologize? Morgan also called out Chelsea Clinton on Twitter, questioning why she hadn't undone her retweet of Rowling's lie. Yes, good point. Why have you not undone your retweet of this lie? At Chelsea Clinton, he tweeted along a screen grab showing that she had retweeted Rowling. Clinton replied back to Morgan on Twitter and wrote, "Hello Piercy, hadn't seen the full video until now. I removed the retweet. And, the president should have shaken the boy's hand at the end." Morgan also called out Chelsea Clinton for retweeting Rowling's messages. Clinton responded to Morgan and removed the retweet before stating, "And the president should have shaken the boy's hand at the end." Morgan fired back at Clinton with a screen grab of what the boy's mother thought of the situation. Hay responded to her and wrote, "Thank you, Chelsea. That is the right thing to do. Over to you." At JK_Rowling. Morgan added, "As for your suggestion, President Trump should have shaken the boy's hand in the second clip." At Chelsea Clinton, Monty's mom says Fish then shared a screen grab of a Facebook post where a woman, who claims to be the child's mother, said, If someone can please get a message to J.K. Rowling, Trump didn't snub my son Monty wasn't even trying to shake his hand. He's 3 and handshaking is not his thing too. He was showing off his newly acquired Secret Service patch. Thanks, Morgan isn't the only one to call Rowling out over her tweets on Sunday. CNN's Brian Stelter tweeted her and said YHASNT at JK_Rowling corrected her bogus tweets about this. Morgan isn't the only one to call Rowling out over her tweets on Sunday. CNN's Brian Stelter tweeted her and said YHASNT at JK_Rowling corrected her bogus tweets about this.